Hi fam, hello. Welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be discussing the logistics around traveling to Mozambique, from cost to how did we find accommodation, everything. Let's go. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you have watched the mini vlog that I did for our travel to Mozambique, Roadtrippers Mozambique to be specific. And yeah, so first things first, Ultimate White Party, then it was changed to Ultimate All White Party, then it was changed to an Ultimate Halloween Party, then the next day we had a All White Party. I did post pictures of my white outfit and my Halloween outfit, which was black. If you do not have not seen these pictures, do follow me on Instagram. I am AsandaNtini. I'll leave it there. Anyways, so that's the package that we picked, and check them out and check out their packages for next year, because they have started like pushing out for next year. And yeah, so how much did it cost? It costed us 6,000 rand. The whole package, it costed us 6,000 rand. That was breakfast for every night that we were there, dinner for one night, and transportation to all of the spots that would go to, from the bars to everywhere that we went to, besides the last day of our travel, which we went to the market and traveled around. We just walked around, basically around the area, and it was very close. So all of that, traveling from wherever location, could be traveling from Joburg, could be traveling from Durban. They have different times, so be mindful of that. And they have different rates and all of that. So yeah, it's a traveling thingy. It's a traveling agency. One thing that I could say was like an unexpected thing was that there were so many people that we were traveling with that we were not made aware of when we first took the package. But it was so well organized that even though me and my sister booked with my cousin, and then I booked with my friend, but they just knew that we were coming together. So we were placed in the same chalet together. And so yeah, if you're traveling to the ultimate party, I think I would advise that you actually go with a group of friends, because it's better that way. If you're traveling solo, there are other trips that are solo friendly, and I think this one was not solo friendly. It was a party. So unless you like partying by yourself, good on you, but I wouldn't advise for a solo travel. You need to have your own tribe that you're vibing with, but they'll place you with people that you end up vibing if you are going to be placed in a chalet. Yeah, and what else do I want to share about that? And okay, cost of living there. Food was almost the same prices as South Africa, maybe cheaper actually, because their restaurants have really nice food. And yeah, like you'd get dinner for 400 rand, like a proper platter for two, a proper platter for two for 400 rand. Because I remember Nosy and Nolvuyo bought a platter. I think they bought it for 1,500 Mexicans or Mexicans, whatever they're called, and that amounts to like 400 rand. So you get it's like, and the interest rates, they change, not interest rate, but their exchange rate is 3.5 or whatever rate that if you're using your card, the bank will do the exchange on its own. But you could get to a restaurant and they'll tell you that no, our exchange rate is 3.5. But if you're using your card, the card will just charge you as the current exchange rate at that particular time. And the exchange rate is usually 3 point something. So whatever that if you're paying 10 rand here, you divide that by 3.5. So it's 3.5 less than what you'd pay. I hope I'm making sense. It's not 3.5 more, it's 3.5 less. So they divide it by 3.5, not multiply it by 3.5. 3.5, 3.6, there was a place that was widely cheap, it was 4.5. So yeah, and then the drinks, I don't drink, so my lemonades were like 80 mats, and I think at one place it was 60 mats. So drinks around 20 rand, 30 rand in a restaurant. 20 rand, 30 rand, 40 rand, 60 rand at most. Like, it's in terms of traveling in, obviously you need a passport. You need a passport because you cross the border to a different country. And for COVID testing, you have to present a negative COVID test that was taken, I think, 48 hours or 72 hours ago. I don't know. I didn't need to do that because I have taken the vaccine, being Pfizer, so you just need 2 shots of Pfizer if you're under the age of 50, I think. Don't know the logistics about vaccines as well. And Nosy had 1 shot of Johnson & Johnson, and you just bring your vaccine certificate and also get a travel insurance. Travel insurance is like 239 rand, 250. Get it. Compare it with Hippo, it's very easy, it's fast, 230, and you pay for that should anything happen to you medically. You get transported back to South Africa, flown out back to South Africa. It's a vibe. Not a vibe. What? But it's something good to have, and it will assist you. And then distance, traveling from KZN, being Durban, is about 5 hours to Ponta, Mozambique, and then traveling from Johannesburg to Ponta, Mozambique is about 12 hours. It's about 12. It's not 12 really. It's I would say like 10. Yeah, I'd say 10 hours. So it's a very long time to be traveling. 10, 11 hours is a long time to be sitting on your butt in a taxi, in a bus, in a shuttle, in whatever. It's too long of a time. Activities that we did, I did say it was a party thing, so all of the activities were surrounded around partying, like bar hopping, a pool party in the area when we came back, in the hotel when we came back, and then we also had a party. Like when the pool party was done, a party was hosted in our chalet. I was sleeping, very nice. I did a lot of sleeping in this trip. I got a lot of rest. And I'm really grateful for that because my body felt at ease when I got back. In as much as I was tired from the traveling, but my body was mostly refreshed from resting and sleeping. I was mostly tired from the traveling then, the activities that were there. So, but you could do things like, what's this, quad biking. It's one of their easy, like it's something that they do because they travel with bikes everywhere. It's very sandy where we were at Ponta, because it's at the beach, like it's an island basically. So you get to travel with that. It's 1.5 Mets, and that's 400 Rand for 1 hour, or 200 Rand for 30 minutes. So it's quite reasonably priced, and you get to experience and see whole of Ponta and get to actually see how different life is. Like, life is very different when you're looking at hospitals, schools. Things are actually different from here. So that was one culture shock. And weather. Yeah, Shisa. It was very hot. It was very hot. Like, it was very hot, but I enjoyed it because I wanted to be in a bikini. I brought a lot of bikinis, only swam once, didn't even swim at the beach. I don't like swimming at the beach. That's one thing I've noticed about me. Not noticed, I know about myself. I like swimming, but not quite enjoy swimming at the beach. So I was fine with not going to swim at the beach, honestly. Just didn't have the time, but we could have. We did go to the beach for the first bar. That bar that we were at when I was dancing on the tables, that was a beach bar. So yeah. And culture shock. People in Mozambique are very slow. Like, the service is very slow. Everyone is just slow. They are calm. In restaurants, you don't get waiters that are on their feet. Your order could come in an hour, and it's just a vibe. They wouldn't apologize. They'd get your order wrong. It's those things that are a culture shock. And it's one of those things that I think they need to learn, because when you are, like, if we were to improve our tourism thingies in Southern Africa, Mozambique would be easily accessible, and would need them to be efficient in the services that they are providing, especially at Ponta, because it's very close to us. So you just drive and go to Ponta. So yeah, very important that you have services are like efficient waiters. Kube fast, man. They're not fast. They abacha heluto. It's just, who assists you? Don't rush. And then one thing that I found very expensive were tampons. Tampons were 56 Rand in our currency. Tampons out 10, not just the 16 or 32, because I usually buy 32 tampons, and I buy them for less than 40 Rand, I think. So that was very shocking to me, of how something as essential as tampons is actually that expensive. Will I actually travel again? Yes, I'd like to travel again. I liked how free I was. I liked myself when I was traveling. I liked the freedom it came with it. And I think one thing we should always be honest about is one of the greatest things that we want from life. One of our greatest aches is not having freedom, and to have freedom felt good, and I want to be free again. Like, I felt like I had no obligations. I felt like nothing, and I felt like anything else was meaningless besides the fact that I was having fun, and I was free to have that, and that felt good. So I do recommend taking a break and traveling, even if it's just for the weekend. And yeah, do recommend it. We'll be doing it again. I need to get my finances right, but yeah, I will be traveling a lot. I really want that for myself. That's how I will get to actually unwind in my future. That's what I will be doing. And yeah, okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it was insightful, and I hope that you take time to actually travel. And if you are a well-traveled person, do let me know how did you feel when you first traveled, because this was my first should I call it international? Yeah, it was international trip, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed how I actually felt at a different place. I didn't know Portuguese, so I had a problem communicating with someone at some point. I was like, I don't get this. I need to learn more languages, and yeah, I want to learn more languages, so I have to travel more. Yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video.